What is up, folks? This is Keith. You're watching Barbour's Auto Help. Thank you so much for watching. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to replace the Serpentine belt on an '05 Scion TC equipped with a 2.4 liter. Now, while this is an '05 Scion TC, this information will probably apply in part or in whole to the later models or the later years of the Scion TC as well, equipped with the 2.4 liter. Always verify. So folks, let's go ahead and get right into it. Before you start this process, you want to make sure that the vehicle is parked on a level, solid surface, such as a concrete slab, and also that the vehicle is in park, the ignition is turned off with the key removed, and the parking brake is applied. I would also suggest that the rear tires are chalked for this process, and not a bad idea to go ahead and disconnect the negative battery cable from the battery and isolate it from the battery. And before you get too far and too froggy there, go ahead and draw a diagram of the belt routing for your vehicle there. I went ahead and took the liberty of doing that for you. You can either draw your own diagram or use this one. You can pause the video or refer back to the video for this routing here. If you're like me, you can forget how the thing's routed from the time you take it off to the time you put it back on. So this is a good tool to have. That's happened many times to me. And you can see here, we have our crank pulley, we have our AC pulley, water pump, alternator, tensioner, and power steering pulley. And that is the way that the belt is routed across those pulleys there. Now, you will need to make some room to access the tensioner of this Serpentine belt here, and you want to remove or put aside the coolant reservoir. It's held on by this 10mm bolt here, or the head on this 10mm. So I went ahead and took the liberty of loosening that up previously. We're just going to set that off to the side there. We're going to pull the coolant reservoir straight up just like that. And we're just going to sit it right over here. And by the way, my engine is very cool right now. It's been sitting all day. I would advise to not work on the vehicle until it's been cooled down for a couple of hours without the engine running. And be careful, there is coolant in this thing. Make sure it's secure wherever you put it, because it could topple over and spill the coolant out. Now that we have the coolant reservoir out of the way, you can see that right down here, let me zoom into that for you. That right there, that is the dummy nut for the tensioner. And I know that that picture is not that great, but that's a 19mm or a 19mm head on it. And we're going to use a socket and socket wrench to apply clockwise torque on that tensioner to take the tension off the belt here in just a minute. But let me show you. I've got a new tensioner up here. And this is what you're working with right here. This is basically the setup for your tensioner. And this is the pivot bolt right here. This goes through, and this whole thing just kind of rocks back and forth like that, applying tension to the belt that rides right here. This is that dummy nut, and this is the, I guess you call that a strut or a shock. It's kind of spring-loaded or gas-loaded. I'm not sure how that actually works in there. I probably need to do my research. But that's what applies tension to the tensioner and puts force on the belt there. We're going to put that socket and socket wrench on that nut right there, and we're going to apply clockwise force to it, and we're going to take the tension off of the belt. Now you can see once the tension is released from the belt, you can take your other hand and remove the belt from the alternator pulley, and then the belt is released and you can go ahead and remove the belt. Now at this point, guys, we're going to have to lift and support the right front of the vehicle to gain access to the Serpentine belt through that area right there. Now, information on how to properly and safely lift and support your vehicle is not found in this video. You need to gain that information elsewhere. Please be careful. Now this is where it's at, right up underneath here. See, that's your oil pan, that's your crankshaft pulley right there. That's your AC compressor. And then there's the tensioner right there. Now, it would probably help you to remove this little flap right here. You got some fasteners on it. And I'll go ahead and get that out of the way so that you can see what's going on a little bit better. Now, it appears that this flap has two 10mm bolts holding it on, and I'm probably missing some other fasteners here, probably some push rivets or something. But if yours is equipped with that, it's pretty self-explanatory on how to get those out. I'm going to go ahead and remove those two 10mm, and this whole thing should slide right down. There we go, that's out of the way, and it's really opened up now. All right, we can go ahead and start removing our belt. We just got to slide it off of our pulleys here. Just work it right out the bottom there. I'm gonna put you up top while I operate. All right, so I know you can't see a whole lot, but I'm just kind of working that belt off of all the pulleys and out the bottom here. There we go. All right, belt's out of the way. So now that we've got our old belt out of the way, you want to go ahead and check all of your pulleys and make sure that they spin freely, nothing's locking up, there's no abnormal noises in the pulleys. And if everything checks out okay, you can then go ahead and put the new belt on. And I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm going to use this little diagram that I made earlier as kind of a map for you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go up underneath and I'm going to route the belt around these pulleys like so, and around the crank and AC pulley and around the water pump pulley. And I'm going to leave the belt off of the alternator pulley. We're going to put that on last after we take the tension off the tensioner. Actually, I'm going to start out up here and I'm just going to kind of let it drape over everything initially. And it's kind of tight quarters down there, so you gotta work with this. There we go. Right now I'm routing this around the AC compressor and around the crank pulley there. Just push it up around that power steering pulley. All right, here we go. Let me show you what we've got here. Got it going around the AC compressor and it's kind of hanging off of that pulley there. And I got it up and around the power steering pulley and in the grooves. Now we're gonna have to take this and route it up and over the tensioner pulley right there. And I'm sorry, there's no pretty way for me to do this. Let's see, we got it routed around that tensioner pulley right there. And it kind of came off the power steering pulley a bit. Let's go ahead and get that into place. All right, and we're still going around the AC compressor and we're in the grooves. We're good on the water pump. Let's go up top, check out what we got. All right, yeah, this is about what we want right here. Got a little loop right here that we can loop around the alternator once we take the tension off the tensioner. Just kind of get it started. There's not a whole lot of room right there, so you gotta kind of push it through, but it's not going to go on all the way until we take the tension off of the tensioner. All right, here we go. Let's put our socket wrench back on the dummy nut of the tensioner. We're going to give it some clockwise torque here. And hold onto the belt with your left hand while you pull down with your right on that ratchet. And we're just going to slide that belt right over the alternator and slowly release the tensioner. All right, once you got the belt on, go ahead and double check yourself. Make sure that the belt is in all the grooves of all the pulleys and properly installed. Check our compressor there. That looks good. Let's go down below and check it. Yep, we're looking good on that AC compressor, right in the middle of those grooves there. It's good to go on the crankshaft or the crank pulley. The power steering pulley, the belt's routed correctly across that. And we're looking good on the tensioner, and we're on the water pump as well. Looks like we're good to go. Okay, so at this point, guys, I would recommend let's go ahead and put our reservoir back into place and bolt it back up. Also reconnect your negative battery cable. Make sure everything's out of the way. And we're not gonna put the vehicle back on the ground yet. We're gonna go inside after we get everything out of the way. We're gonna crank the vehicle up. We're gonna leave it in park, leave that parking brake on. We're not gonna put it in drive or anything, just keep it in park. Let it run for about 30 seconds. Then shut the vehicle off. Come on back out here and double check your belt routing again with the engine off. Make sure that the belt is still routed and in all the grooves and did not slip off. If that's the case, then go ahead and reverse procedure. Of course, that needed to be bolted up already. Your negative battery clamp's already connected. Don't forget to reinstall your splash shield just behind the wheel that covers up the accessory drive. You will need to put your wheel back on That's not shown in this video here. And the vehicle needs to be taken back down off of the jack stands in the jack and unchalk your wheels, and your vehicle's ready to go. And folks, it really is that simple. Now, don't get me wrong, this will be a pain in the butt for some folks. It was a little bit of a pain in the butt for myself, but the whole process is just that simple, and most people should be able to do this job no problem. Folks, please read the entire description down below this video before you apply any of this knowledge. There may be some things you need to clarify, and that's where I do that. Also, please read the disclaimer at the very end of it as well. And like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.